Why the cover-up? There was back-channel diplomacy going on. New Delhi was getting ready for talks with the separatists, and they didn't want an ugly situation like Shopian, which suddenly happened. Now when it happened, two things. The political leadership didn't want an ugly situation. The military or the other security forces also did not want to lose their authority. They always, when it comes to Kashmir, they have an upper hand, and obviously when they gave a go-ahead to the political establishment to go ahead with the talks process. There was an obvious deal between the two sides that, look, the might of the security forces should not be affected by this entire talk scenario. Also, one has to look at the strategic location of Shopian. Shopian is the gateway to Kashmir Valley. If the Mughal road is constructed, which is about to be constructed in another year from now, as soon as the confines of Poonch in Jammu province end, the gateway to Kashmir is Shopian, and so the security forces wanted a bigger space there because that was the main junction. And there have been plans to enlarge their base there, and they didn't want a problem. Because if men in uniform, whether they belong to the CRPF or the police or anybody else or the army, once this comes into the picture, the people will object a greater or a bigger cantonment in that area or more militarization in the area. So nobody really wanted an ugly scene, and all they wanted to do was hush up the scene. Now the problem started. Omar Abdullah, the first day, when he gave a press conference, he talked about, maybe he relied on, he was misled, he talked about the drowning theory, and a few days later he was apologetic because he realized he also had to do the balancing act of keeping his home constituency happy, which would not be happy if there was travesty of justice, but at the same time he could not anger New Delhi, which wanted the case to be hushed up. So gradually we saw the SIT not doing anything, and there was this whole major tamasha of actually, or a pretense of actually investigating the case, but nothing was really happening, and the gradual transfer of case from SIT to the CBI. And the state government itself was very keen to hand it over because they wanted a central investigating team to clear the mess of what had been created.